Hey guys, so this video is dedicated to explaining on how to not build a farmhouse table. I wanted to show this to people who are new to building tables and woodworking in general because I see a lot of videos of people doing how to and DIY farmhouse tables. And this video just kind of addresses the long-term effects of what happens if you don't pay attention to the moisture content or expansion and contraction of wood. So this is a farmhouse table I built 2 years ago during the summer. It's made out of pine wood, just construction pine from Home Depot that I purchased. And then the top pieces are just 2x8s, and then along the outside, there's just a 2x4 on the outside. I put the table in the sunlight so it's easier to see. But anyways, in a lot of videos you see, they're gonna be mounting this table end piece to the tabletop via pocket hole screws. I didn't use pocket holes specifically, but when I did build this, I just kind of screwed the table end to all the boards. And that is a big mistake. I didn't know it at the time. I thought it would be fine. But one of the things that you will notice is that if I zoom up here, you can see cracks right in between. All those little white things that you see are all glue. What I did was I just glued each panel piece together, and I had dowels inserted in them too, just to kind of help them stay stabilized. But in the end, what ended up happening is that because of the expansion and contraction of the wood, it actually pulled apart, and that is because my ends here doesn't allow this piece of wood to actually expand or contract. So in the end, what happens is they just kind of break apart from each other. And this is the weakest link. And that does not look good. That's one thing I finally learned. Of course, outside is winter. So during the winter, humidity levels inside the house is a lot lower. So which means that the wood's going to be a lot drier. And it's going to be more prone to this expansion contraction effect. Another thing that you probably saw before was this table kind of wobbles. And again, that was because I built it doing the wrong way. Because the table's top isn't expanding correctly, it causes the tabletop to actually warp and shake and wiggle like that. One of the things to combat that I did was, please excuse how bad it looks underneath. To prevent this, the table warping, I put a cross brace underneath, but in the end that didn't really prove to help with anything at all. It helped a little bit, but didn't help as much. One of the things that a lot of videos do too is that they mount the apron directly to the table top, and that is a big no-no, because once you mount or you screw this to that, here, let me show you an example. You can see these holes here. Sorry, it's kind of dirty, but you see I have screw holes here, and I put screws in there, and that directly mounts the tabletop to the apron and legs. And that's a big no-no because, like I said, it prevents expansion of the wood. And in addition, as the wood expands, everything's all stuck together, so you get the wobble effect of the tabletop. And that's just something that nobody really mentions or covers. So this was a big first-hand lesson that I learned. And my tables that I build now are not built in this manner anymore. To connect the table end piece, I used mortise and tenon joints with extra room to allow the wood for expanding. And then to mount the apron to the tabletop, I just use Z brackets, and that does a better job of keeping everything stable and nice and neat. So hope that helps, and have a good one.